Well, hello everyone. This is Grace of gbmaltese, and I have some more everlasting tips that I want to show you. I have been using these now for over a month. These single tips that I ordered, and I love them so much I had to have more. I'm going to be replacing all of these brass tips that come in the pink pins with them. And the reason is it saves on your wax or anything that you put on the tip, because there's no hole in the bottom of this that will come squirting out. If you are using the pink pins or whatever and you've never noticed, when you're using your wax, you'll start seeing little pieces of it coming out the back end. You'll see little bitty pieces coming out the back end of your tip of the pink pin because they have a hole. I remember seeing that and thinking, what in the world is going on? When I got these, this one's not being used, so you can't see it. I've thrown all those out because once it starts going through, you're losing all of the wax that you've put in. And these are what the single tips look like. They have no hole in the back side. I did a video on those before. Today, I'm going to show you some new ones that I have. This is a two-placer. I had told Nicole, she is the owner, and she is the one who came up with everlasting tips. And there is a Facebook group that the man on there is copying her tips. He ordered some from her and he started making them, and she can't do anything about it, but it's just sad that that happens, and that happens with a lot of things that we do if you don't you know. But I think she deserves to have the credit where credit is due. But I have this two-placer. I've seen the ones that have the two tips to two brass tips, and I got to thinking, I really don't want to have to fill two holes. And she told me she had made one for herself and she was going to start selling them, because I said, yeah, I want that. So this is perfect for me, not wanting to do a bunch. And I also got one that is a three-placer, in case I want to, you know, be a little wild. I'm just joking. These are great if you have a lot of confetti, because you've got a lot of areas. But the big deal here, now I had a lady ask me one time, what do you do if you're bending? She was bending the plastic on her pins. She pushes so hard. Well, there's an answer to that now, thanks to Nicole and her genius invention. This is a tip that is completely stainless steel, and you can put it in your pen. Okay, this is loose, and this happens in certain ones of my drill painting pens, no matter what kind of tips I put in there. And all I do is I get Scotch tape and I put it around the end of this. Just wrap it like that, and kind of, I just fold it down just in case I need it to be a little thicker, and then I put it in. Now when you put these in, use a cutting board or something like that to press it down, because you don't want to make a dent in your table, because this, like I said, this is steel. These are stainless steel, and I probably put more tape than what I needed. So I'm just going to pull this out with a pair of pliers down at the bottom. There we go. And that piece that I folded down, well, I'm going to put another piece of tape on. I kind of, once you shove it in there, it's going to mess up. But that was a little bit too thick, so I'm going to just do it like this. Put a little tape, and we're going to just snip that little piece off down here, like that. And I'm going to put it into my pen. push it down, and it is now in there. It is not going to come out. It is in that pen very securely. Now, again, you have no hole in the end of this. This is not going to bend. You saw how hard I was pushing this. This isn't going to bend. If you can bend this, then you need to go on the world's strongest man or woman competition. And let's try it out. I have diamond painting here that I have on hand. And I'm going to, very quickly, put a couple of glue dots in here. I'll put one, maybe two. I like these micro glue dots because they're tiny. And all I have to do, they're very, very small. You can hardly see them. There's one right here. And I'm just going to scoop it up into my pen. And then I'm going to just put it in there, kind of push it in with my fingers. And I'm going to just keep putting dots in there until I have as many as I want. There's something on that one that's not going to hurt anything, I don't think. And let me just push that on in there. Now these glue dots are really, really sticky. So, I've had people tell me, how do you keep it from, they go to put their drills down and they were just still sticking. Okay, I've got 3 in there, and I think that may be enough. I'm going to see if this will pick one on up. This will last me for days. I can leave this for days, and it's not going to mess up. Okay, it picked up my drill right away. Now, when I go to put this down, we're going to see if it's going to come off onto the canvas. And it did. I did it very lightly. I picked my... Now let's say you push really hard. Well, it's still picking it up. I tell you what. Wow. This is amazing. That glue dot worked perfectly in here. I'm going to tell you something. It's like a match made in heaven with these glue dots and this. If you're having problems, I'll do another video on that with the glue dots, and I'll show you how I fixed that. But this is working magically, just beautifully. On this one, I have the regular end that goes into the clear plastic, and I have the two-placer on this end. Now, let's do a little, not two-stepping, but a little two-placing. And we'll just go in just a little closer so you can see what I'm doing. Now, let's see. Let me get you into the camera so you can see what I'm doing, hopefully. Okay. Right about in here. There we go. I'm going to use a two-placer, and as I told you, all I did was put some pink wax. Just regular pink wax. And with these metal pieces, it just sliced it like butter. I just poked it in there, and then I just push it in with my finger. Get it in there nice and smooth. I get my tray. I've got my things lined up, and I'm just going to, let me make sure I'm in the camera. I'm just going to go down here and press it down. Press it down, and I have 2 of them picked up very easily. Then I'm going to come down here and place it. Make sure I'm looking at the right colors. And there it is. Of course, it's taken me a little bit more trouble doing this because I'm doing it on camera. I'll pull you out. I think you can see just fine after seeing it up that close. And I put them down. On the other end is one, and I just put that one down. Very quick, very easy. I love these. And I've had the glue dots, and I think I have 2 glue dots in this one. And it's been in here probably 2-3 days. And I've been using it on this canvas and another one. And these hold them so easily, and they scoop in there easily. Using those little small ones like this with the brass tips, you can't get as much wax in there, and it goes down through the hole in the bottom. I cannot tell you how much I love these things. I can diamond paint forever, it seems. So, I'm loving this two-placer. Most of you know I normally will just place one at a time, but this, I can put them down, and well, if I actually look at it place, this goes down in the right spot. Oh, I dropped that one. Okay, let's pick 2 more up, and let's put them right here. And there it is. Very simple. This right here, this is amazing. I'll pull back out. This is completely still. Let's say you don't have a pen like this. You can put them in these pink pens. Let me pull this out and show you. You don't have to have a fancy pen to use them. Only reason I use these bigger pens is I do get hand pain, and it's much easier for me to use this than to have to take a whole bunch of medication or to have hand surgery. Okay, I've got that tape still at the bottom. I'm going to pull this end out because it's easier. And I'm going to slide. Whoops. Slide it in there. Again, I'm going to push it down a little bit. And look at that. And it's now on a pink pen. If I put a pen grip on here and a pencil grip, and I do have my favorite ones in my Amazon store, also with the glue dots. I am going to link where you can purchase these fabulous tips. With this tip, you can pull it out and change it into any pen you want. This is not going to bend. This is not plastic, so this is not going to bend. The whole thing is stainless steel. Nicole, I am amazed at this. I love it. She told me about it, and I'm like, I wasn't sure what to think, but wow, it's better than I even thought. It really is. Now I can't stop my diamond painting because I want to keep using it. Let me put my, okay, I have on this end, I have one of my brass tips. I don't want that any longer. I'm going to pull it out. Now, if you're getting just the single placers, you would just pull this piece out. If you were getting, well, let's get this out here. If you were just purchasing this piece like this, you would pull that brass tip out and replace it with that little steel tip. But again, these plastic pieces can bend. I kind of mashed a little hard. But I'm going to put, oh, hold on a second. Gotta take those glasses off. I can't see. I can't see what I'm doing. I'm going to put my 3-placer on there. Whoops. And the next thing I need to do is cover my painting so I don't spill stuff all over it. Okay, I've got this completely stainless steel 3-placer, because people were saying, why are they so expensive? It's solid stainless steel. Of course it's going to cost more, but they're going to last forever. I mean, if you melt it or something, yeah, you could probably ruin it. If you tried doing something to it, you can break anything you want to. You put your mind to it. And the other item that she told me about is she told me that she has these straighteners, and I thought, okay, now that's pretty cool. So I'm going to take that one out and put my straightener in. I like to straighten things as I go along. This is not going to bend. It's not going to bend while you're doing things. And it fits right into those drills perfectly to straighten them out. And this is what I do. I just take it and move it along. If I'm not really happy, like, that row looks a little bit crooked. I just take it and I move it along. You can slide it along there, just like that. And this is going to last. It's an everlasting tip. It's going to last forever. You don't have to worry about anything happening to this. This is the single placer. You can buy these that go inside the plastic. If you are a very hard placer, you push really hard, definitely you need to get one of these. But I love the way this is shaped. Look at the difference. So beautiful and elegant. And I can see when I'm picking these up, I can see what I'm doing better. Well, now that's something I didn't expect, is I can see the drills better. So that is going to really help with squares. As you can see, it's going right in there. Oh, these are fabulous. Nicole, these are great. Now let me show you how I'm going to load up the 3-placer. I just took my wax. You can see where I stuck it into the wax. And all I did was pull. You just need to pull one side off, because it's just, like I said, going to just slice in there like butter. Pull you in just a little bit closer. I'm going to take this and I'm going to stick it in there once. I'm going to stick it in there twice. And yeah, that is in there. Now I'm going to just, when you are putting things in these placers, you just want to kind of move it around in there with your fingers and get it nice and smooth. So we've got the 3-placer in place. I haven't tried this yet. We're going to do it now. The 2-placer, I love. I absolutely love it. Cover my wax up again. And as you can see, the pink wax is picking things up perfectly with these placers here. Okay, this time, okay, let me get my things lined up a little bit better. Just tap it on the bottom a little, and you get your things lined up. So I'm going to pick up these 3 and put them down. Wow. Okay, pick up 3 more. Put them down. These go down very nicely. Yeah. Wow. I love this, because I usually do not use them, but I can see what I'm doing really well with this. It's not thick. It's much thinner than the big ones that you get with the plastic. This works great. Put some more in there. I hope that you can see what I'm doing. This is great. Really nice. Really nice. But this, wow. This is really great. I love this single. This is brilliant. She has not, I'm not sure if anyone has tried copying this one. I hope not. But go to the original, which is Nicole Everlasting Tips on Etsy, and I will put a link to her store below, and you can see all of these wonderful quality items. I am just loving everything that I have gotten from her shop. Everything. So, go check her out. You won't be disappointed. If you're a real hard presser, or if you are tired of losing your wax out the bottom of your tips, get you some single placers. If you want multi-placers that aren't going to ever bend, you need to get you some of these. And this one will straighten your ends. I love, love, love that double placer. She told me that I would, because I told her I really don't like it, and so she said, well, try it. I love it. I love it. Anyway, I'm going to let you go. I hope that this, if you have any questions, please put them down below. I'm sure Nicole will look on here. If I can answer any questions, I will. But I hope you're having a wonderfully blessed day, morning, evening, night, whatever time it is. Take care, guys. Love ya. Bye.